Hello everyone, today is 30th September 2021, last day of September. It went so fast. I thought let me just take a garden tour, a quick garden tour. It is around 5 p.m. Most of the day it was cloudy. See this zebra grass bloom. They look so pretty. So I just thought let me show you a little bit how it is looking. Most of the sunflower blooms are done, so I removed many of the empty sunflower plants whose blooms were not great. And I am back to this zebra bloom. That was the limelight that I showed you. I recorded a video. That was the limelight newly planted there. I kept the mulch back so that I can pour. Now it is close to 50 degree the minimum, and maximum is below 70, so it is a good time to protect them. So slowly I'm putting on the base of each plant little mulch. This is new, I think it is blue color lilac next to this zebra grass. So this year this is new, and this branch is new. I think this branch is new, that branch new, this branch new, this branch is new. This is the old one, this one. But I see, if you see this, see, so these are going to be new branches for next year. See this, so these are going to be new branches for next year. Actually, after cleaning little bit in the garden, I was passing, and then I thought of showing you. Generally early March these they bloom. This is forsythia I'm talking about, but I'm surprised to see now they are, see the bloom, see the bloom. So according to me, I believe these are all blooms. They are going to bloom. So see the new cultivar, sometimes they surprise you because the way the different company, they see the birds. I think they are going to, they are all birds. I believe they are going to bloom. See this one, see this one. It is surprising. And then this is I'm not sure, this year or last year I planted. I think this year I planted very early in the April or something. And according to me, these are the baby plants that I saw under my the big white hibiscus, the oldest one, which is there close to my house. So when I saw this bird, if you see, is it going to be white? That's why I thought let me record a little bit, because one plant surprised me being pink. So let's see what color it is blooming. I think maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow it will bloom. Then one plant, this is hibiscus, but see, this is the variegated leaf I found under that the big oldest white hibiscus. So see the leaves, see the leaves, see the leaves. So I feel it is variegated, or by mistake if it is not variegated and just only this for some reason it has this kind of leaf, then I don't know. But thinking that it may be variegated leaf, I planted this plant. I pulled it out. It was there under that. Behind that zebra grass is close to my house is the white hardy hibiscus, which is white color. So from there, because that is now nearly 6 years old, so lot of seedlings I see under that plant. So from there I have a lot, and I have transplanted in many like in those borders. I have like in 5-6 feet distance I have planted many, thinking that if they survive, which now I see them surviving all except one, and they all survived. And I just planted a day after a heavy rain, and I did not intend, so I did not bring the soil bag, which was far away. So I thought if you give good soil, they will grow very well, little faster. But if you don't give good soil, then they are very slow, but still they grow. So thinking that, okay, let me just survive them, and I just wanted to experiment. If they survive, it is good for me. I can add fertilizer later also. Thinking that, I planted in those borders. So in 6 feet distance I have planted the white hibiscus. And that idea came to me from when we are searching the house, one house in Yorktown Heights, close to White Plains. I liked that house. So in that house, while entering, on one side there was a purple color hibiscus hedge, you can see the border, and it was looking so pretty. So that was in my mind that if you can make a hedge of a border of hibiscus, any color you like, then that looks very beautiful. Thinking that, I planted anyway. So I just wanted to share with you, because next year when you will see, oh, I did not tell you about that. So thinking that I just mentioned that I have already planted. So, and this is the variegated one I showed you, right? This is the variegated one. There are so many leaves. It's not that only 1 or 2 leaves. See, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and yeah. So nearly 6 leaves looks variegated. So let's see how it grows. If I am wrong, that is also fine. I can transplant it to somewhere else, and if I am lucky, it is variegated good for me. Thinking that, I planted. And also here, this is the creeping phlox. I had one in the pot, in the white pot, which I had shared the pictures, I think in April, early April they bloom. So 2 years ago I had planted them around that second circle, here and there little, and they all bloomed. So I still have a lot in the pot, and they look very pretty, like a flower carpet in the month when they bloom in April. They look very pretty. So I just planted a few here, and then few left and right side of that triangular iris garden there. So I just thought, okay, while passing, I thought then little bit of this I forgot the exact name, but this the leaves looks very beautiful. 3 years ago I bought from a nursery, and I did not know anything about it. It just looked good, and I know the grass, they look very pretty. So thinking that, I had bought the big pot of this grass, which I have planted in my entrance on the right side of the door. There you can see, and it has grown a lot. So from there, last year in 3-4 places in the back I have transplanted, and they grew very well. Only one right side of that big tree I'm talking, right side of that big tree, where it is moist all the time, there I planted in, but that hardly it survived. Only that one. Otherwise, in every other location it survived. I think because that location was very rocky. That location where I planted, I'm talking about, that was very rocky. So maybe the roots couldn't go very well, I think. Or in the month of summer, maybe they did not get proper water in the first or second season. That can be the reason. Anyway, so but I have a lot to transplant here and there, so I thought I planted a few branches here because the soil is very soft to dig and do, and to transplant this month is very good. It works very well because it is not very sunny or the weather is not very good. So here also I did. So if you can see, I did there. This is the Honeycrisp apple. There were total 5 apple. One apple one day fell, and if you can see, there are three there, and that is the fourth. So 4 apples still there. Anyway, so just I thought it will give a silvery shade among all. If you can see now, these are all my new that I have shared you. I'll talk more about it. So see, that is my coral knockout rose, that is a climbing yellow rose. Let me share you. It is looking very pretty. See, so this is coral knockout rose. This is the trinket. No, this is Pinkhachu hydrangea, that is trinket Weisela. So I thought it will just give little bit silvery and light color look when we will walk there, thinking that, like, because they will grow, right? In after 3 years they will be growing much bigger. This will grow bigger, Weisela will grow bigger, this hydrangea is going to take more space. So I am sure, thinking that, I planted little bit to bring silvery look there and there. And I planted that, I think 1 or 2 days before that. And here in between that and this is one iris I planted just now, and this is a maroon color iris. And you will be surprised why I have given this brick and the stone. I have lot of squirrel. So this is my experience, that when we moved to this house in 2013, I bought 2 packets of iris. One, this maroon color, I can show you the packet tag. This is maroon color, I bought again this month. So today I planted. This is maroon color, I think red neck iris something. So I bought 2 packets of iris. One packet it had 2 maroon iris, in another packet it had 2 blue iris. So the maroon I planted in 2 pots in the left and right side of my entrance. But the squirrel, they dig them each time. And whenever I was seeing that the rhizome is out, I was putting it back and covering soil, but again they were pulling it out. So what I did, the blue iris I planted little far away from the maroon where I planted. So there they were not going that much, or maybe once only they pulled it out. So when the maroon color they pulled it many times, so the blue color I put few stone on top of them. It was maybe in October, and then in the month of March there was no maroon color iris at all. There was no leaves at all. They were like, they couldn't they were not able to be inside the soil because of the squirrel. But the blue, because I put stone, they had they grew the roots and leaves, and then from the second year they bloom, and each year they multiplied, they bloomed more and more, and that's how I have that deep color iris, deep blue color iris, and the purple white, or you can say blue and white, that bicolor iris, that is from the second packet. So that's how they grew. So from 2013 they are in my garden, this blue color. But the maroon, after that I searched each year from every nursery. I was not able to get the maroon color somehow, and so that's how I added every other color whenever I got. But finally the maroon this month I got, and I planted it here. So that's why I have to give some weight so that the squirrel will not pull the rhizome out. that's why I have given weight for the soil and the root, and it works for me. Then see this yellow marigold, they so many blooms. Then this is bobo hydrangea, getting pink color. See, I was there. And now I want to show you this summer in paradise, the hibiscus, which is new. See, I planted here. That is lava lamp candelabra hydrangea, and this is the 6th zebra grass. Somehow it is too sunny or what, it did not grew as good as the other 5 zebra grass. So I thought I have some space here. So now let's see here. See, it's very deep pink, fuchsia, you can say the color. And now see this rose, it blooms, and hardly I come and record it. So see where I am standing. This is my daffodil garden, you can say. Sorry, the hosta garden, and I brought this here. So it is still in the pot. So that's it for today. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching.